you came in at the end of season 5.
I did, yeah.
So how was that coming into something that was established rather than a fresh new thing that no one's seen before that wasn't already really popular?
It was like moving from singing in a pub rock band to performing naked at Sydney Opera House. It was very, very stressful. It was. Oh, stressful's the wrong word. That's a very namby-pamby word. It was terrifying, actually. It was absolutely terrifying. And I confess, I hadn't really watched Spooks. Yeah. Well, they sent me all the DVDs, and I didn't want to admit that I hadn't seen it because it seemed really rude. You know, it seemed really discourteous. But what I did was I spent sort of 2 days watching episodes at random. So I didn't watch a whole series at once. I kind of did this kind of David Bowie technique of cutting it all up and seeing it, which I think helped me. It actually weirdly did give me quite a fresh perspective on the series, I think. And so I wrote one episode of that series, and it went very well. So they offered me the job of lead writer on the subsequent series.
And how long did you stay on Spooks?
Series, I get my series mixed up. That was series 5. Series 6 and 7 I was the lead writer on, which were kind of both very successful series.
And what caused you to leave or to move on to other things?
Basically, the BBC came to me and made me an offer I couldn't refuse. The BBC came to me and offered me the chance to create my own TV shows.
And was that Luther, or?
That it turned out to be Luther. Yeah, the first fruit of that relationship, in fact, is a historical drama about Queen Victoria. I've written, or I am writing, 3 films for the BBC about Victoria.
Okay, so it's a bit different than the psychological crime film.
You'd think so, wouldn't you? But, yeah, but not so much. Yeah, they asked me to find 3 untold stories of Victoria's life, and I know a lot more now than I did 2 years ago about Queen Victoria. But there are some extraordinary. The first 17 or 18 years of her life, she, in effect, was kept prisoner by an evil butler.
Wow. I was not aware of that.
I was not aware of that. And how can you not tell that story?
How can you not?
So the first one is a kind of extravagantly gothic story of Queen Victoria's captivity as a child, which is good fun. And then after that, Luther popped into existence.